are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Stafford going to throw from the outset. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. And this will not get close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the 26. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Takes it to about the 37. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Flushed out right. That is caught at the 7. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a Bengals score. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Throwing again on second down. Stafford. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Bengals grab it inside the 20. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. McPherson now for the extra point. And it's good. And they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Hang on here. We got an injury. And, yeah, it's Cooper Kupp who's going to receive some attention following that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Stafford on third down. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. And his throw here's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Stafford. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, Stafford. His throw incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. DJ Chark. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Fields it right around the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bengals drive about to get going. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Burrow. He's got it complete to Perkins. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. He's got it complete to Perkins. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To the air again, Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Touchdown, Bengals. Bryce Perkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now it's Stafford. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trey Hendrickson able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin him back here at the 7-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's got a Bengals first down as the tackle made at about the 38. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. This is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That was so well timed, just a perfect throw on the slant.
Hit him on the move, didn't he? Now he's going against the grain of the defenders coming over to try and stop him. That allowed for that additional yardage downfield.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here, we do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd from a yard out. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Stafford on first down. And Shark calls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. On 1st and 10, Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the...
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. They came with a safety blitz, and Daxton Hill got home. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. To the football, it's blocked, it's picked up, and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 30, 10, 5. At each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
The kick by Elliott is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Fielded just inside the 30. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the first. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown! Jamar Chase, 48 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchdown. Back. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. Throwing is Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw taken in by Chark. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw, Stafford. He finds Hopkins complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. On 1st down, Stafford here. Across the middle, and this pass complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Stafford looks to throw again. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball... He's got him in! Complete! And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win,